Hello and welcome to the Modern Skein podcast. My name is Sharon Graff and I'm the owner of the Modern Skein, which is a yarn shop here in Montgomery, Texas. And you might have noticed the view in the background here has changed. We have officially expanded the shop. So last podcast, which I think was 2 or 3 weeks ago, I had hinted at some really big news coming. And I had planned on doing a second podcast, and I actually had already filmed a intro teaser to as soon as we got the keys to the new space. And it never got uploaded because we went full force straight into demo and building out the new side of the shop. So, surprise! If you haven't been watching Instagram or Facebook, or somehow you haven't seen that we are in a new space, a new space, ta-da, we are here. So, good news is we haven't moved. We are still in the same building. We just now occupy the entire front side rather than just one of the front two shops. So if you're used to coming in the normal door, which is if you walk up the stairs, we used to enter through the left door. Now please enter through the right side door. That is our main entrance. We're just using the left side door as like a classroom entrance or a special occasion entrance or exit at this time. So main entrance for the shop is definitely the right side. So up the stairs, you're staring straight at the front of the building. There's 2 doors in the front. Go in the right door. Right to the yarn shop. There's signage out as well, and we do have a sign posted on the old door. So as you can see, there's a hole here that did not exist before. This used to be the plant wall, and there's also another hole in the front. And I have some video footage of like a walkthrough, and so I'm going to post that to Instagram stories, but probably by the time that you see this podcast uploaded, it will already be on Instagram stories, so it can be kind of a walkthrough, and I do plan on saving that to a highlight reel so you can always see a little walkthrough of the shop. Since filming that walkthrough, we have made a few tiny minor adjustments, but it's 90% the same as far as layout goes. Excuse me. So when you walk in, we still have our sit and knit area up near the front door. It's just in the new side of the space. We have an extra couch, and we have it can be one large seating area when we bring in some more chairs, or you can have 2 kind of smaller, little more intimate, cozier sections as well. So it works great. We have a little quiet section if those of you maybe are working on a little bit more challenging project or want some one-on-one help from either myself, Grace, Heather, or Julie. Or you can join in the social fun and hang out amongst the other people in the shop. Then you walk in and you see that when you walk in, and that starts the wool wall. We start at lace weight and go all the way through fingering, which stops about here, and then we go into DK, and then worsted Aran and chunky and super bulky at the end. So layout similar to before, it's just in reverse order because we used to have lace weight on this side, fingering over here, and now it's vice versa. I think the flow works a lot better. We have a lot more display area for different things. And we have a lot more things in the shop too. A lot of it we've had for a while. You weren't able to see it clearly because it was either crammed or cluttered or wasn't in prime location. So now you can really see all of our books, and we have lots of books, and I have a lot more books on order too. So if you're looking for books, both crochet, knitting, just all sorts of just fun books, they're on their way. Which, speaking of books, if you are wanting to pre-order the Lina sock book, which is the 52 weeks of socks, pre-order is now up and live on the website. They have been ordered. I have ordered them direct from Lina, and they are on their way. They just have to make it through customs. So anticipating end of February arrival here. We will see And I'll keep you guys posted, of course, as soon as we get them in. But we are taking pre-orders. You can go ahead and reserve your copy. Some of you have already reserved it just based on your name. So if you would go ahead and reach out to me, and we could go ahead and finalize the transaction and get your book paid and set aside for you. And then you can choose to either pick it up if you're local, or if you would prefer us to ship, we can also ship it as well. There will be a shipping fee because of the weight of the book. It is a hefty book. I don't have all those details yet. I have to get the exact weight of the book to calculate the shipping. Anyway, yeah, so that's about the line of pre-orders. So I kind of skipped ahead a little bit, but first off, I do not have any finished objects. Wah, wah. I've been a little busy, and I haven't had a lot of knitting time because we've been busting through walls. I've been painting. I've been just all sorts of craziness. And then I have some really awesome craziness in my personal life too. Those of you that might know my mom who comes to the shop, she is getting married actually this week. So it's been a really amazing time for her, and just getting all of this situated for her and everything. So congrats to my mom. I'm very, very happy for her and her new husband, Bill. You might have seen them around the shop when we were doing demo. They were both helping out quite a bit, which was awesome. So thank you guys. I don't know that my mom watches the podcast. I know she did for a while. I don't know if she still does. But if you're watching, hi Mom, love you, and congrats on your wedding day. And let's see, when by the time I put this up, it'll be like 2 days. So that's going to be fun. And I digress. Okay. So first off, I want to show you some progress on some of my knitting. And by the way, this is a new place that I'm podcasting, so you'll see me lean down because it's a little bit higher than the table that we used to podcast from. So I have to bend down more to get my stuff because the table's full of stuff I'm going to show you in a moment. But, so I did work on my plumpy shawl because I just needed... Here's the thing. Mindless knitting is great, but like for me, when I get on like a sweater and it's stockinette in the round, knit for so many inches, I get bored, like so bored. You cannot even believe how bored I get. So, needless to say, I have 2 sweaters that are on sleeves. Boring. They go fast, but I just get tired of knitting them. Does that make sense? Like, Sleeve Island is kind of a thing, but it's not the same thing that people think. Because, like, for some people, it's hard because it's small circumference and everything. It's like, it's not hard for me to knit a sleeve. I just get bored because I'm just knitting in the round over and over and over and over again. Again, I digress. So, I found, when I was cleaning out in my personal office, my plumpy shawl that I had ripped out a bajillion times, and I like, you're just going to buckle down and get it done. So, I've made significant progress on this thing. So, this was the beginning. Get this up here. So, there's the beginning. You can see the brioche section there. And we're now in here. So, I made the point where you make the little kind of turn. So I'm about halfway done, but I probably still have like 2/3 of the knitting left to do because these sections get larger and larger. I mean, you're decreasing on one side, but you're still increasing significantly on the brioche side. So it is a very large shawl at the end of the day, but it's going to be so soft and squishy. And I just really love the colors. They're not normal colors for me, but in the way they kind of are, because I love teal. I love these kind of rusty colors, and I really love, you can see it better in here, this is the background color that is going through here, and that's kelp by, it's all, well, let me go back. This is all hedgehog fiber DK. We have a ton of hedgehog fiber DK right now. So, and I believe I still have, no I do not. Okay, I have all colors but this one. I have all the colors except for this one. But you could easily swap this for Ferrum, would be really pretty, or Ooh, what's that one? Zenith. Zenith would be gorgeous instead of this because Zenith brings in these golds and grays. Oh, it would be just stunning. And then you could use the teal as like your pop. So I'm doing the 4-color DK weight version of the Plumpy. So I have been working on that off and on. We did the Yellow Rose on the Coast down in Corpus Christi, that show, and so that's like a 4-hour drive, so I got a lot of Plumpy knitting on that drive, both there and back. It's a multiple cup of coffee day. I was up very early and I have a very full day of things, and I'm going to work out this afternoon. I've discovered, as much as I like working out in the morning, because then it's like it's done and it's over with, I also need a few moments in the morning of just like sipping some coffee, getting some knitting done, like just some calm knitting in front of our fireplace. Duncan, the cat, is all curled up usually next to me or trying to play with the yarn labels or my needles. But it's just like calming for me, and right now I need some calming in the morning. I think that kind of like settles me. So yeah, I've really been enjoying that. Taking like 25 minutes, cup of coffee. Josh usually has his tea and we sit and I knit and we chit chat. It's just been really nice. Because I just find that I need that. During the winter time, I get weird because I just can't handle these overcast, cloudy days. And for whatever reason, we've been having the most icky, nasty, cold, wet, blech weather. And I want sunshine. My body wants sunshine. My body needs sunshine. So, knitting, it's not a replacement for sunshine, but it helps. Anyway, that was completely off topic. This is apparently now a weather podcast and a mental health podcast, which, yay, but it is supposed to be a knitting and yarn shop podcast. So, let's get back to that. Let's see. So, I'm working on the Plumpy. It's big. Got my water bottle. So I have another project I'm working on, and that's actually my stash yarn. It's not even really stash. It's all leftover bits from other projects that faded together really well, and I'm making something for a friend. And she possibly watches, at least every now and then, even though she's not really a knitter. So I'm not going to show it to you, just in case. This color, though, is involved, and I think it's like perfectly her color, and it's so awesome. And so, yeah, this is stash. This isn't scrap, obviously, but that's the only full-size skein. Look how pretty that is. That's pheasant from Ching Fiber. I think I have some. Don't we have pheasant? Yes. No. Yes. I think we have pheasant. We also have this color, which is Malice. The skeins we have here in the shop are a bit darker. Yeah, they're a little bit darker, but again, gorgeous color. Anywho, back to what I'm knitting on. Where did that go? Oh, I need to find it. I need to not rip out my stitches, is what I need to not do. Okay. So then the other project I've been working on, as you know, is my Kovia sweater. And it's a pattern Kovia. It's by Caitlin Hunter. And I'm knitting it out of the yarn we had at the trunk show, Leading Men Fiber Arts. It's their non-superwash worsted weight yarn. We don't have that anymore in the shop because it was very popular, and that was just a trunk show. But we do have quite a bit of other worsted weights. We have Malabrigo Rios. We have the Earth Unique yarns. So we have some of their tonals. We have their natural dyed, and we have self-striping. This would be so stinking cool in like Malabrigo for your background, and one of the self-striping by Unique. Even the tonal self-striping, oh my gosh, this would be so good. Now I'm like, man, I should have done that. But that's okay. I really like this too. Obviously my colors. Ta-da! Yes, it is more on the cropped side, and because it's superwash, it won't grow a ton, but it will still cover, gosh, probably about that much below my waistband. So it'll be totally fine for me. It should hit pretty flattering. And then these are the sleeves. Now the sleeves, I'm knitting everything to pattern. Look at the color work. See this? So everything that's white is the color work contrast. Wouldn't that be gorgeous in like a, do I have something on my, oh no, that's on the phone. Sorry. In like a gradient. Because originally Spin Cycle was used, but you can use the Unique, and you get a very similar slow fade of colors, and it's honestly quite affordable. Way more than Spin Cycle. Doesn't have quite the same look, but it gives you that long color change gradient, which is really awesome. But anyway, so this is the sleeve, and I just started back. So there was this big texture panel, and then you start on the color work, and then and then do an I-cord, and then I have one sleeve done. So hopefully I can get this finished or at least this sleeve done shortly, and then I come back and I do the other sleeve. I'll probably work on that today because I need to get some of these sweaters done, because I have this and the next one I'm about to show you, and it's basically in the same spot. Well, actually this one's a bit better, because this is my Cumulus blouse, and as you can see, one whole sleeve is completely done right there. Hey there! So this sleeve is totally done. And then you have V-neck, which I went ahead and picked up the I-cord edge. Because it's not blocked, everything looks a bit wonky. But once I steam this and block this out, it will look a lot better. And then I just have the other sleeve to do. This one really will not take very long, because I'm doing 3/4 length sleeves. Really, I'm doing shorter than that. I'm doing like just below the elbow. So I really need to finish this. The yarn here is Shibui, Veil, and Tweed Silk Cloud in Pollen colorway, which we have in stock. Let's see. Oh, and then I have this, which I want to cast on, but I'm telling myself I have to finish one, if not both of those sweaters before I can cast this on. That's something else. So you may have seen on Instagram a sweater called Le Pouf, and it's actually a free pattern by Beata of Hedgehog Fibers. Sorry for all that noise. That noise also drives Duncan nuts. He will come running from around the room and dive bomb the paper bag. But let me get this in order. So Le Pouf is a faded gradient cardigan. Well, she has a cardigan and a pullover. I'm going to do the cardigan. Look at that. Isn't that just so warm and yummy and neutral, but awesome? So these are Hedgehog, oh no, this is Ching, Tolometon, and Life in the Long Grass. So this is Gold Dust by Life in the Long Grass. This is Tresor by Ching, Tolometon. And then this is Spirit by Ching, Bluefinch, which you guys know is my favorite, and Caviar. Now, all of these colors I have most in stock. Bluefinch is the one I'm the most limited in, and then probably Caviar. But we can come up with very similar fades for you as well, because you hold these fingering weights double, so it does go fast. And you don't need a ton of yarn, so this is all I need. I don't need 2 skeins of anything, so that's going to be really fun to do. Yeah, but I have to get some other projects finished first. So hopefully I can buckle down and get a sleeve done today or tonight, but I don't know. Okay, so moving on to new things in the shop. We have Farmer's Daughter fiber. Wow, I'm really close. Okay, can't really scoot up that much. Let me see, how can I get to this? I'm going to start with what she calls the Foxy Lady. Foxy Lady base, which is a fingering weight single ply 70% superwash merino, 30% silk. So it is a gorgeous, drapey, luscious, awesome base. I've used it before, and it's just so dreamy. So this is the colorway Elk Antler, wonderful neutral. It's definitely a little cooler neutral than what's showing on camera right now, more taupey. Then we have this one, which is Gary Cooper, kind of a khaki army green, really pretty. This one? Yeah, this is Sam Elliott. I love this one because it's gray and neutral and black. So awesome. This is I've Got Dreams to Remember, a really nice kind of navy royal blue combo. This is Winter Wolf. So this is a true like icy silver. This is Hill Country. So you've got neutrals, but you also have like the rusty speckles in there as well. And then this one is more of a brown undertone with the rust and green. So this is Bad Rock. But it also has gray in there too, so it's really pretty. This is Legends of Little People. Definitely a springy colorway. This is Pine Drop. This is like a really nice foresty, mossy, dark green. This is Mr. Pocket. It's like a gray, like if you think of like spruce needles, like the silvery gray greens. This is Castle Rock, one of my favorite colors of hers because it's like the perfect mix of denim blue and gray in one. And then this is Waylon and Willie. Kind of a very pale gray white with blue and green speckles. And then we also have her craggy tweed base, which is what I used for my Guthrie. So this is the exact colorway I used for my Guthrie, which is Castle Rock. So we have sweater quantities for most sweaters, I would say, in all of these. Now, we don't have huge sweater quantities. And some of them we've already sold a few skeins of for different projects. So if you are looking for sweater quantities, I would say come by the shop quickly or go online and get them now because they are going fast. This is Paul Newman, like a really good brownie gray. I love this one. This is I've Got Dreams to Remember, so it's that navy on the tweed. This would make the funnest like grandpa cardigan style. This is Gary Cooper. This is the Pine Drop again. This is, I think, Elk Antler. Yeah, Elk Antler. Just a yummy, yummy neutral. This one's so pretty. This is Horse Belly. It's like a golden neutral. It just glows. This is Puccini. Kind of a nice mauve, but more on the reddish, rusty side of mauve than a purple. And this is definitely rust. This is Eagle Eye. It's beautiful golden color. It's actually about the color of Duncan's eyes. It's really pretty. For those that don't know, Duncan is my cat who's now incorporated himself into all aspects of my life. Sinopa, I believe I'm pronouncing that probably horribly, but beautiful like plum black raspberry color. So those are the look up really close again. Those are the colors of the Farmer's Daughter fiber that we have. I do want to show you this other yarn that we got in as well. Now we got this yarn in mainly for kits for our beginner knitting and beginner crochet classes, which we are upping now that we have a dedicated classroom space and I've been able to get in contact with a few more teachers. We are upping our classes that we're offering, so stay tuned to the website, the newsletter, and Instagram for all of the updates on classes. But we got in a little extra of this yarn because we know some people are looking for a little bit more affordable worsted weight yarn. And this is just a really nice quality yarn that doesn't break the bank. You get a decent yardage with it, and it's a great worsted weight. So again, some of these we have sweater quantities already in, and if we did not have a sweater quantity of the one that you're looking for, it can be easily ordered. So you would just need to let us know what you're looking for, and we could order in more of it. Same with the Scout yarn as well, which is the DK, Sport DK. I definitely call it more of a DK, and it's heathered. It's great for color work. My gosh, it's great, and it's only $16 a skein. So you get decent yardage, and it makes a beautiful sweater, and it's really hardy, and it doesn't pill. And this Germantown is the same way. So this is, where's my yardage? Oh, there we go. 220 yards for $15. So 220 yards for $15. Malabrigo Rios, which would be very similar. You could use it in tandem. Is 210 for $16. Just for a little price comparison. So they're pretty similar. But these are definitely solid colors, whereas Malabrigo Rios are more tonal. But anyway, so this is the pink. It's kind of a salmony pink, but it's real pretty. This is Goldenrod. Oh, it's upside down. Goldenrod. This is Pebble. And all of these are 100% North American wool. They're spun in America, dyed in America, so it's really nice. This is Lilac. Nice pale. Great. This would also be great for baby knits. If you're looking for things to knit for babies, this would be great because it's going to be really hardy. I'll keep holding them upside down. This is Old Blue. I don't think I showed this one yet. This is Myrtle. And this is Tan. So again, baby sweaters, little baby hats, toddler things, great workhorse yarn that you can do. They still recommend hand washing and not tumbling dry for laying flat, but could honestly probably get away with washing it on a delicate wash. I'm just that person who, you've put hard work and effort into it, don't take the chance. Just go ahead and hand wash it and lay it flat to dry. It literally takes 5 minutes. It does not take that long if you're thinking, I don't have time to do that. 5 minutes is all it takes. Longest thing is waiting for it to dry. If you roll it up in a towel real good, step on it, lay it out on top of a bed, you're good to go. Anyway, so that is Kilbourne Woolens. That's the Germantown yarn. So it's a worsted weight, number 4 for crocheters, or if you just go by the numbering system. I don't like to go by the numbering system because it sometimes varies. I've seen things numbered very inaccurately, but anyway. Then the other new thing, again, don't look at my face. Okay. Bags. So these are By the Bay yarn, or By the Bay company tote bags. By the Bay yarn company. There we go. So I want to show you. So we have 2 handled totes with these awesome pockets on the outside, pockets on the inside, sturdy canvas, drawstring. You can see it's sturdy because it's a little stiff the first couple times. And the best part is they're very affordably priced. These are handmade here, actually fairly local in Kemah. And this, so you've seen similar bags by fancier companies that retail for over $100. I will let you know that this bag is $32. So it is a great affordable option. You're still getting a handmade wonderful bag. We have them in gray and the navy for the two-handled tote. Then we have, is this the large? Yes. This is the large bag. So you can see a nice large gusset. Holds definitely a sweater. It's a little bit taller and nice and wide. And this bag is $28. So we have it in this beautiful hunter kind of green. What did they call it? Yeah, hunter green. This fun color. This is slate. It's kind of like a powder blue. We have one left of the pink. Pink has been going big, and we don't have any of the small in pink. So those three we have in the large size, plus most of the other colors I'm about to show you in the small, but what I have left in the small is all I have left. Maroon, again, we have this one in the small and large. The small is still large enough. I have 4 or 5 skeins for a shawl inside mine at the house. And these small ones are 25. So this is maroon. I have that on large and small. This is, I think, the light gray. Or no, this one's just gray. Again, large and small. Do I have this color? I believe I have this one on large. This is nutmeg. This I only have on small. This is mermaid. This one we have on large and small. This is midnight, which is the navy. This one I only have on small. This is army green. So difference between army green and hunter green, let me show you. Army green only on small, hunter green only on large. And then this is the charcoal, which we have on large, small, and the two-handle. So I think that's everything that I have out to show you guys right now. Over the next few weeks, I will be doing more podcasts and sharing all the other fun stuff that we have in the shop. We also got in new crochet hooks with metal tips, so if you're looking for a metal tip crochet hook, we have those in stock as well as wooden ones. We have a lot more store samples coming up as well, so stay tuned for that. And we have our classes, like I mentioned before, so stay tuned to the newsletter. If you're not already subscribed to the newsletter, go to the website and sign up. And be sure to watch Facebook and Instagram for all of the updates regarding class times, schedules, fees, trunk shows, all that fun stuff. The next big event that we're having at the shop is our 2-year anniversary, and it's coming up in just a couple weeks. It will be the 13th and 14th of March, and we're having the Savvy Skeins trunk show. So I hope you come by then. And that's about it. So thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on the podcast. Bye.